what's good? It's Jae Wood, and we are finally here. Soul Classics Inglewood, which the Ohio boys have infiltrated, but we are happy to be here. If only you knew what it took to get here. Let's take a look inside and just see what the hype is about. And we're at the heart of it all, the sneaker wall, which I promise we are fully stocked, ready for you to come in, grab what you need. What we got? Dodger Kobe's. You still might get lucky and catch a pair of pearls for the girls. We really have a lot of things that you may or may not be looking for. Look, we got Ama 6s, Cop, right? Special edition Vans. If these were at home in Ohio, they would be gone by now, but book that next day flight, baby. Of course, we got the home team collab. Whatever you need, it's all here, just like it always is, but on the other side. A lot of familiar brands. We got your Pleasures, your Jordan brand, your Nike ACG. We even got some familiar faces up here. Man, this nice LED screen. We even got some brands from back home. Got a little bit of Ohio and Cali. So shout out General Republic. Peep, I just want you to look at this elevated women's space with the mirror situation. We don't want to rush you to buy anything. We want you to take your time, sit down, have a seat, chill. Like, I want you to try it on, see how you feel about it, walk out, do a little twirl in the mirror, and enjoy your buying experience, right? So as I mentioned, a lot of blood, sweat, frustration, roadblocks went into getting here, but we are here now, excited and very honored to be a part of the Inglewood community. So definitely want to see you at the grand opening. And like I always say, shop Soul Classics.
With podcast, you already know who I am. I'm William Ryan, and who do I have with me today?
Got your boy with you,
Dr. Lee in the building. And then we got one of the truest, the dopest content creators. I don't even want to call you a creator, bro, because there's so much to what you do and how you doing it too. Down to one, food reviews. You actually cooking. And you chefing it up in the kitchen. The journey, I would say just overall the lifestyle that you are showing and giving out to social media and incorporating that into your content, bro. I think it's dope. We have Jae Wood, bro. We have Jae Wood. We got him in the whip. Let's go. Sir. Bro, I just want to thank you for taking your time out and kicking it with us today. This was on the docket for a while. I was excited. I would say Troy was excited too, because it's not a lot of times where we get to kick it with one of the people that we honestly first. I got introduced to you through what we talking about, but then when I actually started following you, it was the journey, bro. And it's very inspiring. It's dope. Just like I said, you tied a lifestyle into easy and consumable content. And one thing that gravitated towards me recently is when you and your wife did the Q&A with your son.
Oh, okay.
On IG about how y'all met and the way that worked. And I just thought that was dope, the incorporating that it's always been family, and then it was food as well.
Yeah.
And then shoes to top it all off.
Shoes is just what I do. So.
That's what I'm saying. I've been seeing you with Solo Classics and everything, doing that. You are the ambassador, correct? Or what is that role that you play there? Because you play a big one outside of just drops.
I mean, Deontay, that's, he's the captain of that shit. That's like my older brother. So when he called, I show up. Like, you want to see your friends win, you just show up and play your part. But that's always been the narrative under like the Kings Raw umbrella, is There's no man above the team. Just show up
That's a fact.
and do your part.
Okay. I want to start off then with your passion for sneakers, bro. When did that all start, and how did you? Because it was just like when I started watching the first time, I just see you develop. Like you would get boxes in the mail, and I'm looking like this nigga's official, like one of them ones. So in that, I wanted to know, where did that passion come from? Because you break down the sneakers, bro.
I mean, it's a lifelong journey. Like, if you grew up when Michael Jordan was dominant outside, like, it was just a special time. But it wasn't more so about just Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan was like the perfect storm. He got paired with probably the greatest designer in sports footwear ever. He was a dominant basketball player on the court. There was no social media, so it was always a mythical thing about him. So it just, that's what Deontay called him, was the perfect storm. Everything just aligned at the same time. Even areas Michael Jordan lacked in, you wouldn't know because social media wasn't there to expose him like it does
Facts.
to.
Like today.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. I've been into sneakers literally my whole life. I mean, it's really, I don't want to say it's all I know, but it's a big portion.
Gotcha. And that's very, because then in that you also did repairs. You would clean them up and everything like that. And I was just like,
dang, I didn't know you.
Yeah, bro. I've been like,
Bro, you
with
did
you.
a pair of my breads for me, man.
I'm so far removed from that.
Hey, bro, you did a pair of my bread 11s when you stayed in East Haven.
I never lived out east. I always lifelong North Sider. But I mean, I always kind of met people. So
You definitely, but in that you showed the process of that too.
I was before.
That just come from your mom. Growing up in the 90s, your mom buy you a pair of shoes, like, you better take care of them, because
Exactly.
you had kids that got them every time they drop, which Jordans ain't really drop as often as sneakers drop just in general today.
Yeah.
It was maybe two or three times
A year.
it was just home away, all-star, and then maybe like one of his college colors. So it was just like, and then, I mean, you had tons of other signature athletes in the 90s, but my mom wasn't one of those people that just, you better take care of them or that's it.
Facts.
So you just learn how to take care of
Your sneaks.
But, I mean, I take care of everything. I'm a firm believer that if you don't take care of the things that belong to you and you always asking God for more, like, how are you even prepared to walk into what's next for you? Like once upon a time, you prayed for that shit you got right now.
That's a fact.
And you disrespecting it, praying for more. So it's like,
That's a fact right there.
respect your stuff. You work hard for it, like, respect it.
You take care of your stuff, it'll definitely take care of you. That involves with the body too. You take care of your body.
It's just full circle.
Yep.
Just take care of everything.
So, in that as well, after seeing the shoes, how deep it is that you go into being a sneakerhead, cleaning, and then your journey, your health journey.
Hold on, what were you asking me?
What I'm going into now is the actual journey, actually transitioning over to your health.
Oh, my health.
Yeah.
Well, health. That was super random. Like, our team. So it was me, Dez, Deontay, Rel. There was a few others. We was out Long Beach, we was in Cali, and I kept falling asleep. We couldn't figure out why, but we was in our like early 20s. So when y'all that young, like, first person fall asleep, like, niggas messing with
getting
them.
picked with,
Yeah. So they was messing with me, but I didn't know what was wrong. We didn't know what was wrong. We didn't even know that I was dying in front of them. So I kept falling asleep, and then we went into a meeting. I don't know if you're familiar with the brand Jeff Staple. Well, Staple, the pigeon. And I remember he had handed us like some candy, And he gave it to, like, it was a green Jolly Rancher. I'll never forget. I started choking on it. And JD looked at me like, bro, you cool? So I just left. Left out of the meeting, walked up, like, it wasn't like, when you go to put in orders for a shop, you going, most of the time, if it's like Magic or Agenda, you going into a trade show. Like, so it's in the convention center.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just upstairs laying on the floor. Like, they found me just laying, just slumped over on the floor. I just kept on just, like, my heart wasn't strong enough to keep me alive. So I kept on just fading. But I mean, Lord willing, I made it back to Ohio and I went to OSU and they just ended up just keeping me for months. And it was a long time they kept me.
What year was this again?
I don't know. I think it was like 2015, 2016, something like that.
I remember seeing it through Facebook just because I was in the military at that point, so I was down in Florida. But I remember seeing just like the series of events. And I
Yeah.
was just like, damn, like what's really going on?
That was an 8.5 year stretch.
Man.
So, you probably hear me say Kingsborough a lot because we really like Wu-Tang.
For real.
So
I'm waiting for the brand to reach out. Deontay, he had that warehouse with Scott over on Fifth, bro. And every time we used to go in that warehouse, I see all these like archives, T-shirts and stuff that he had, and like merch that he still had. And I'm just like, bro, please let me get some of this. Like nobody's wearing Kingsborough in 2019. Please give me some of this.
I mean, when I say like Wu-Tang, it's like my mom. Family ain't always family. Like people that you think gonna show up when the lights start flickering, they don't always be who show up. But my mom always brag about them. She just said they've just formed around her because she was too weak to just do or be anything, and they formed around her and my wife. And I mean, aside from God, they carried me.
That's a village.
So,
You found your tribe.
Shout out to Kingsborough,
Good
man.
support.
Shout out to
Good
Kingsborough.
support right there.
Yeah, so those are my guys.
That's dope.
So open it up. What questions would y'all like to ask?
So me
'Cause
personally, man, like you said, I want to know like what was that moment for you as a kid? Like, what shoe did it for you? Where you was like, oh yeah, I'm about to start collecting shoes. What was the shoe that did it for you?
I think everybody was like always liked Jordans because just like everybody loved Michael Jordan, but I think the one that just turned everybody just upside down was the Jordan 11. But that ain't that. I mean,
That went to like 95.
I just remember the climate outside. Yeah, like 95, 96. It was in the middle because the seasons be in between. But
See, I was legit. I was only 4.
I just remember everybody. The Concord was the first one to come out, so everybody was just
Wow.
everybody was just. I remember like it was like in the wintertime, so people was like the bottom change color when you wear them. But that wasn't like a good thing. But we was in elementary, and everybody just thought that was just fire. The fact
shit was
because there
beastie
was
as
no
fuck.
clear soles before that.
That shit was beastie.
But I mean, even back then, like you could get that shoe from Meyer, the grocery store.
Wow.
You can get it from Kohl's.
What?
Yeah, they wasn't just like at the mall. You can get them from them. If you were kids though, you can get them from like Myers and Kohl's.
damn.
And it was real. Like it was.
What a time.
But it was a Nike. It was a Nike shoe. It was kind of like seeing like shoes wasn't really allocated like that back then. So they was just wherever a Nike retailer was at was where shoes was sold.
Damn.
True.
No.
But a lot of
That's
people ain't
something I
know
did
that.
not
though.
know.
Yeah, Myers, Kohl's. Myers, the grocery store. So you can
Dang.
go grocery
And we was
shopping.
talking about Myers last week too.
I told him last week. I was like, bro, I ran in Mars and grabbed a pair of cargo pants for $30. They was cold blooded too. I'm like, yeah.
I mean, but
This
that's
is-
what style is though. Is
That's a fact.
like I don't need the labels. Like
Yeah, you just gotta know how to throw that shit.
Know how to
on.
put it on. It's
in the
not that.
summertime, people ask me where I got my socks from. It's Costco.
You gotta find that
hoodies
right
and
store that got the stuff that you're looking for.
You gotta know what your
Just-
aesthetic
Let's
is.
talk about getting a Costco membership. It's time.
Yeah.
That's right. That's true.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like the older you get, you should know what your look is, like what works for you. And styles and trends change, but learn how to bring some of the new, add the new into what your style is, but don't just completely conform to the way things evolve, because you're gonna lose sight. Like, we'll just lose your look. So I have a look, but it's me.
Look,
Yeah, so no matter how old I get, like, I'm still not gonna be
I'll be
too far removed from a graphic T-shirt. Like,
I don't know what people be saying. Hey, when you ever gonna stop wearing tennis shoes? Like, what sense does that make?
Wow.
Like,
Right.
what I'm gonna start wearing loafers? Like
Hard bottoms.
yeah,
What I look like, bro?
Yeah,
I
that's
say right now, let me go to Walmart and find a good graphic tee. I'm
Bro,
rocking
what?
that bad boy.
I'm gonna be 85 throwing on graphic tees and J's. They can get over
I mean,
it, bro.
what's the age limit on mics? They came
There
out
is
with
no age
that's
limit.
my time.
There is
That's
no
my
age.
time.
Just because y'all wear them as younger people, like, that's cool that y'all embrace them, but these shoes,
This is
this
what we
is
do,
this is
fam.
mine.
This is what we do, man. This is part of
Yeah,
what we
I was
grew
born
up
in '86. The line debuted in '85.
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
Y'all
You jumped in on my wave.
You said you bandwagoning. You bandwagoning.
It's all good. I mean, I respect the youngins, but like, I don't see y'all fighting for LeBrons and Jaws and such like y'all fight for Jordans.
Like there were fights for Jordans.
Yeah, make it make sense.
Don't nobody really stand outside no more for no shoes.
Yeah.
They like
I wish they
StockX
did,
and
man. That was
everything
a
like
time.
that.
But
That was a
they
time.
do all that stuff staying up for auctions on the sites and stuff now. So you ain't gotta go to the store. You just
Everything
on the
online.
website.
But that's diluted too, though. Like that whole wave now is overpriced, and that's even if you gotta really know the shoe.
Well, the shoe
To
world
make
is healing
sure.
right now.
It is healing for
It's
sure.
healing. Like, you can still get a lot of stuff that maybe 5 to 10 years ago probably would just not sit the minute it released. It's just certain product,
Walking in a Foot Locker right now and seeing Taxi 12s.
I
It's
just
not
bought
something that would've happened-
a pair of
That's not
Taxi
something that would have
12s.
happened
I'll
5
text
years
you.
ago.
Today?
When
That
I
wouldn't
said I'm in the
happen
Nike
before
store,
COVID.
Oh yeah,
I just bought somebody a pair
That
of
wouldn't have
Taxi
happened
12s.
before COVID.
Nope.
that's a fact.
Those would have been long gone.
And they gone in the first 30 minutes of the store.
But when that Taxi
For sure.
12 first hit, though, like, you could go in the store and just go get it the way you can get it now.
And back in the day,
Yeah, but the reason why stuff was running off the shelf now, well, then, not too long ago, was just because of opportunists, vultures. Like, this ain't even what you into. Like, go find a hobby while you swerving on.
culture vulture.
Buying
like
all the
hours.
shoes up and everything.
Yeah, but
Just talking about this.
I don't know. You gotta adjust. My mom used to say, she knows I'm into shoes. She like, if you gonna be doing this as long as you plan on doing it, figure out how to make that situation work for you. You should be learning something while the newcomers is trying to figure out how things work around here. So, I mean, I'm the only person I know been seeded by Jordan Brand into 70.
Yeah. I wanna elaborate on that, bro. How did that even come about, bro? Because I just seen the post and I'm just like, I'm seeing it like from afar and I'm like, bro, is he getting like boxes straight from Jordan, bro? And I'm like, what is this? Like,
Yeah, Oregon and Chicago.
yeah, bro. I how did that come about? That's yeah.
We was at I think Magic in Las Vegas, and I'm at a Reebok rep, and I pulled up on him and I just told him, like, I know my followers don't necessarily match what brands are looking for, but I have a lot of pull and wave creating ability in my community. I'm like, if you just roll the dice on me, like, I promise, like, we can make something.
It'll pay off.
Yeah, so I started getting seeded by Reebok first, and then he has since lost his job at Reebok, but we still remain friends. So still friends right now. And he ended up walking in on Nike, and he ended up getting like a really big position. So he just started throwing my name in buckets. The shoe world in general is nothing more than just relationships.
Yeah, so you
If
know.
you meet one right person, like, it's not about the right person. You just make relationships, and then they know if it's a real friendship. They know what you into,
genuine
the
sneaker
direction
world.
you trying to go, and you just get your names thrown in buckets, and then that seeding it took off. So the Jordan thing was crazy because that wasn't nothing more of whatever I asked for after that heart transplant. I came home to the Travis collection up until that point, but now things are, you know, he doing more now, and I don't care to keep up with it. I got the ones that matter. I got all his early stuff, but I came home to that collection, and the reps started getting mad that like sometimes I would try not to ask too often or just wear that out. He was like, bro, like you cool. He's like, if you want to ask for it and stuff, we'll just show her. My wife
Just
wouldn't even-
ask.
yeah, she wouldn't even
That's
get
dope.
mad. Like she think I'm buying stuff all the time. It's just it's showing up. Sometimes it be a huge box. Sometimes it just be you can tell it's a shoe box. But blessed is all I can call that. I would
That's
say.
definitely a blessing.
Yeah.
That's dope, man. That's something that I, from the outside looking in, bro. It was interesting for me because, like you said, always been in the kicks, and when I seen, you know, I always been following you via Facebook with the Columbus Sneakerheads group back in the late 2000, what?
Yeah,
It's
I
like
remember
early,
that.
like 2008, 2009.
That was a time. It was a moment.
Yeah, man. So that's when I first caught wind of you. Then I just started seeing like all the pics you start posting, all these different shoes. I'm like, hey, bro, this nigga here in the city. I only thought rappers had like, you know, crazy shoes. The only people I knew like in the city that had crazy shoes, like personally, was Janae. And that's because I worked at Finish Line with her with high school.
Janae is like a little sister to me.
Yeah, that's the homie. So when I met her, I'm like, okay, you feel me? Like she got a crazy shoe game, but I ain't never seen dudes that had a crazy shoe game. Then I got in that shoe group.
Normally it's dudes first, women second.
Yeah,
women
for sure,
Put 'em more
for
in
sure.
there.
But yeah, when I got in that shoe group, that's when it was like, oh no, this dude here, he got a little bit of everything. And I just used to be posted just to see like what you would pop out in next.
Oh yeah, I appreciate that. I don't know. The game been good to me. It's been.
It appears
It's
it has
still
been,
good.
for sure.
Yeah,
For sure.
I get love. I get love across the country with I got friends that design on campus too, so they show love.
That's cool too.
So what's your damn, what's I about to say? What's your favorite drop from this year? Because I think a few months ago you said it was the Jaws.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to know still.
I think that's my favorite model shoe. Like new, I feel like when people say like shoe of the year, I don't think it's fair when people deem retro shoe of the year because they've been around since 85. You ain't doing nothing but putting your iteration on a shoe.
That's been around for years.
Yeah, like it's not a new shoe. Like a shoe of the year should be like a new model or something that people aren't familiar with. You like, and then now they're wearing it. So yeah, the Jaw is definitely my favorite model. But I think my favorite shoe I bought this year is that Infinite Archive Jordan 17.
Man,
that joint
that's
crazy.
a cold, but
I didn't like that shoe when I first seen it either.
Bro, I love 17s.
Oh yeah.
I've only owned one pair of 17s in my
for
life.
a certain foot though too.
Yeah.
Definitely are.
You definitely gotta know your weaknesses.
But 17s are one of the more comfortable Jordans though. People ain't hip.
Well, people don't go past 14.
Man, I'm trying to tell you, and I think personally, the most comfortable Jordan to me was the 20s.
Oh yeah, those
20s
nice.
and the 15s. 20s and 15s are
I think the most comfortable under 14 is probably like 13.
Yep. That's my favorite one all time.
It's just a wide shoe.
Flint 13s. That's my favorite.
I got a wide foot, so it's got to be a wide.
Yeah, that's a wide foot friendly shoe.
Love it.
But I mean, when stuff was originally coming out, Jordan 11s was extremely like amusement park comfortable.
For real?
I mean, because you gotta think it was the best performance shoes. Now, when those shoes re-released, they not
what they were.
They not made with performance in mind. They made with casual.
Just casual walk in it because everybody ain't performing no more. Ain't nobody moving in them.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Because I know with me with Jordans, bro, they gave the sense that like because I grew up when I was young, I was just like, if I put these on, I'm gonna be able to fly.
I
Period, point
remember
blank.
getting one of my
That
first
was
pair.
that was
If you didn't feel like that,
you didn't really know,
Yeah,
bro.
they used to
Like
say
I
that,
wanted
though.
to fly, bro.
They said they
Like
made you jump higher. I remember I got my first pair and I was like, that is not true.
they sold niggas the dream, but it was like that. Like it didn't matter once I like because I didn't start getting into sneakers until I was like 15. And then after that, it was like a better because I was able to appreciate it because I got it. I was able to keep up with them, and then I got my first pair of ones when I was like 25, bro.
Yeah, I ain't get my first pair of ones till like high school, but I mean, sneakers all my life. Because even still, if you play like rec league ball, like when we got shoes, they went straight to the court. Your
That's how
parents
you knew
typically bought them for you for that.
to ball.
So you had like if your parents was really like that, like you had like a pair of mics or a good pair of shoes to hoop in, but then you had school shoes. But then them hoop shoes became a little bit of everything.
I remember when I was in kindergarten, I was playing basketball at Barnett. I had I had 11s to wear to school, and then I had some team Jumpmans to play basketball, and them team Jumpmans was dumb comfortable.
Yeah, but them was respected though. Like Team Jordans used to be respected.
Man, back in the late 90s, oh man, they was cold.
Yeah, I remember first J's. I was like, look, keep these bad boys in a box. I wear them out on a good time. Throw them back in my box. I ain't trying to touch them.
Yeah.
They're my first J's, so I was like trying to keep them nice and clean and proud of them.
Oh, I would wear everything. I don't buy shoes and just be happy I got them. They definitely like, but I mean that's another thing that I learned in the Kings Road ecosystem is like, bro, you can't just be the guy that got all the sneakers. You gotta know how to like. You gotta know how to make them look like you gotta have a fit.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, but I mean, I ain't learned that until probably my early 20s. I remember, like, dads would just be like, man, yeah, bro, just because you got that Kobe shirt with the shoes, that ain't it, bro.
You gotta add some more to it.
You was buying fits off the mannequin?
Not necessarily off the mannequin, but I remember once we was getting ready to go to Vegas to go put in orders for the shop, and I remember just showing them like, man, I can't wait to go to Vegas. Because, I mean, Deontay, in a sense, like, especially when it come to me and Dez, like, we are Northside guys through and through. Like, we hadn't really been nowhere before. And Deontay started taking us on the road, and I was excited. Like, Meryl, I got this. It was just like, bro, where we headed, you cannot do that. We are going. But when you go to trade shows, that's like, it's like, I hate to use that word, but it's swagville.
That
like,
is.
When you go to those trade shows, like, you go to put in orders for collections that come out a year out. So the way you see people dressing at these trade shows, they're wearing stuff like it's a convention center full of visionaries. So just because you like, if it's right now winter 2025, people are putting orders in for maybe winter 2026. So when you put orders in, as the year progresses, that's when the FedEx and UPS be dropping them off throughout the year. But you would have already put in those orders a year out
so
already.
You first in line.
Yeah. So basically, when you yeah, like you can't be that guy. I don't know if y'all familiar with who Upscale Vandal is.
Me either.
I don't know if y'all pay attention to that Complex podcast, but
every once in a while, I catch a Complex episode.
He heavy. He be with Pusha T a lot. He part of the like Pharrell camp. So he used to work for BBC. So that's who gave him his opportunity in the industry. And I remember we were putting in the order for ice cream or BBC ice cream. And we was sitting in front of him, and me and Rel was just waiting on him to start the meeting. And he was like, man, hold up, let me eat these tacos real quick. So we had to just sit there and watch him eat his tacos before he started.
Man's is hungry.
But I mean, it just felt mad disrespectful because like you still got people walking up to him, dapping him up and stuff, and like he's really like, look that name up, Upscale Vandal. Like he probably one of the heavy, like the big heavy hitters in the sneaker culture, just culture in general, and like tastemaker of tastemakers. And he just sit there and ate them tacos while we just had to just sit there.
And just wait.
I mean, literally, like if that's the desk right here, we just sitting on the other side of the desk, just like, bro, like you said, the meeting started at 2. Like he like verbatim. He's like, let me jam these tacos real quick. And he just eating tacos and I mean, smacking, finger licking. You just like, that's what this is. But when you go to them trade shows, you get mad disrespected. I remember Dez was waiting in line for this chick. I keep dropping names, but I'm only around the same people.
Yeah.
Dez was waiting in line, and Rick Ross just like waiting in line for like an hour. Rick Ross just ditched him in line, and they just made him everything while Dez had to wait for them to make everything for him. I was talking to a Feli rep once, Pusha T. He just cut me off in conversation and started a new one with the Feli rep. Like I wasn't standing there. And then like I think we was all getting ready to go to sleep one night and Rail wanted to go out to a club. I'm not really a club person, but nobody else wanted to go with him. So I went with him.
Wow.
And Pusha T came to that same nightclub and he seen us waiting in line. He seen me. He looked at me and smiled like he was laughing. Because I was waiting in line and he just walked right in because he knew who he was after he played me the first time. You see a lot of those people in those trade like when it's trade show weekend. So the closest thing I guess you can compare to like a Magic or Agenda would probably be like Complex Con. You see that a lot on your phone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but then it was Magic and Agenda. Now Complex Con is like the
Is
hot
that new one?
convention. Yeah, so.
So how do you get from being a shoe connoisseur into the food game? Like how do you transition?
Well, I've been in the food.
Nigga been cooking since cooking.
I've been in food my whole life. Cause I mean, my mom, like I was raised in TJ Maxx and Marshalls. I was raised in department stores, Schottensteins. So my mom don't feel like cooking after she in the store until they start flickering the lights to hurry up and check out. So like we was eating Max and Hermes all the time and all these other just great. Not that was like a middle class restaurant, but my mom was just always been a food person. And then when I got diagnosed with the heart failure, it was just like I had to change my relationship with food. So that means I had to learn how to cook, but manipulate. Like you gotta think. Like, and I'm gonna try not to be long-winded.
No, go ahead. Take your time, bro. This is
podcast.
This is insight, bro.
Well,
This is
insight on
Jae
that.
Wood.
Go ahead, bro.
Like,
like if you need some salad dressing from the grocery store and it's dairy based, like if you leave milk on the counter and run out the door and come back home, you probably gonna throw that milk away.
Yeah.
So explain to me how that ranch can sit on that shelf.
For that long.
9 months.
Yeah, so I had to learn how to change. It's preservatives. It's everywhere.
Yeah.
So even eating out all the time ain't good for you because they getting stuff from restaurant depots and such, unless they making things from scratch. But that's when you start paying top dollar at restaurants because you paying for the technique. You're not paying for necessarily. You still paying for the food, but like you're paying for the technique. So the worse the food is for you, probably the cheaper
It's
on
gonna
the
be.
cost. Yeah.
Yep.
So I had to change my relationship with food. But with OSU being a university based hospital, like first of all, when you don't know how like if you know anyone that's been in a hospital for long term, like you don't get no rest there. Like
No.
Nah,
They
they
don't
always
even-
poking and prodding on you.
yeah, and it don't matter what time of the day it is. Like
they
they
test.
knock and then just slide your door open and walk in. Like there's really no point in knocking.
Right. Because you coming in regardless.
Like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Regardless, bro. So, I had to change my relationship with food. So I used to just watch YouTube all day, learn techniques. You learn techniques, then you start getting into like cookware. Maybe that's getting older, but you get better results when you got better tools.
Sure.
Sure.
I start getting nice.
Nah, that is a fact, bro. I be watching dinner dinner with with Jay for real, bro. Like,
I used to
I've
post on
seen
my
it.
stories, but
That's
people
what
was
I'm
like,
saying.
you should
Why?
Huh?
Nah, I remember,
Why
I remember
not,
you
bro? Like
posting on
that
your
was
story, bro.
it was
Yeah.
consistent, bro.
But then people was like, man, once the stories expire, like I still wanted to, like I should have screen recorded or screenshot it, and like, well, because I'm new to the content thing. Like I have people that are very successful in the content space. It's just like if you would have did this a long time ago, you'd have been out of here. But
Nah, you'd have been rich.
For sure.
Filthy rich by now, bro.
well, I would say out of here. I mean, like out of here, like
Filthy rich by now,
following them likes don't mean dollars.
Nah, for sure. I'm saying,
Nah,
saying if you would have started this content stuff back before people knew what content was, bro.
Yeah.
Even when you had your sneaker following, which we like I said, we've known that you had that pull and sneaker game for years, bro.
Yeah.
But it's been present. If you would have started like pushing out content with going through that too, bro. Oh, you'd have been like you said, out of here by now.
Oh, I'm a firm believer in timing. It's all on God's time.
Everything
So
happens when it's
if I was supposed to do it, it would have been done, and my steps would have been ordered.
I think your steps are already in order right now too, though. I'm gonna talk. Just the way that how you're doing it now. You're using the meta glasses. I'm saying that when you cooking and everything, chefing it up, you're giving a first-hand experience on that, and then outside of just your own food, they know that you're eating good. So your food reviews.
I think that's what allowed me to throw my opinion
easy.
around on food. Is that people like I don't want to say people, but people who are in tune with what I do, they know I have a relationship with food. So when you give your opinion on it, it just holds a little bit more weight. You think it's more women that's be on it than men.
After you did your stir fry, week later, I did a stir fry, bro. I was just like, I don't cook like that. So my wife was like, what the fuck? When you do this, I was just like, listen, I learned it. Was it good or not? She said it was good. I was just like, hey, I gotta pay homage. For real. Yes, sir. I was just like, I didn't put too much seasoning in. I let the meat marinate the night before.
Well, Asian cooking, your marinades don't have to be long because you gotta think if you go to an Asian restaurant, that food be out lightning.
That's right. Be fresh and
fast. So really, like they have tricks where like Asian people are running amok on the black community
with no advertising.
They do. There's techniques
with
that
no
they
advertising.
Yeah, they
it's
have
all word of mouth.
I never seen a Chinese food commercial.
Never. But it's just they have techniques that aren't familiar. Like they're not regular to Americans. But once your eyes have been open to them, so they have techniques like velveting, to like where they use like take a cheap cut of beef and you put like baking soda or baking powder. They use like egg yolks, things like that. It'll like break proteins down. It'll be a cheap cut of meat that you paying like
top dollars
$16 for like a dinner portion, but it'll be the cheapest cut of beef ever, and it like
and your stomach can start hurting.
Yeah, but you can take those same techniques, buy quality cuts, and now the food tastes even better because you're taking those That's why I'm saying you pay for techniques when you go to places. You don't necessarily pay for. You still paying for the food, but it's cheap shit. It's very cheap food. Because you gotta leave room for profit margin.
Yeah.
I ain't necessarily took no cooking advice from you, but I definitely be pulling up in spots that you recommend. Like that one little burger spot over there on Main Street across from Speedway.
No, the Patty Whack boys.
Yeah, man. That shit's great.
It's fire, bro. You
that shit's great.
Find somewhere to eat as soon as you get it, though.
That shit great.
Because they don't got like no picnic tables or nothing, but they show me mad love. Just off of kind of putting the spotlight on their business. Yeah, shout out to them for sure, because they like that, bro.
That's a good burger, bro. If you ain't been,
I'm
try that out.
Another one is Ritzy's on High Street.
Check that out.
On the Worthington side. That was my favorite before the Patty Whack boys.
You said Ritzy's?
Yeah.
See, that's a height.
But
you up north, so it's different.
Yeah.
I'm out in Pickerington.
That's
out
different.
there.
I gotta take a change of drawers to drive.
I feel you. But I mean, shoot, if your friend get off an airplane, you ain't taking them nowhere out there. You taking them on this side.
That's
That's a fact.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That is a factorial.
But it's plenty of like, yeah. I don't mind being a snob when it comes to food. I gotta eat it.
You a foodie. You a real foodie, bro.
It's cool.
For real, for real.
It's cool. You appreciate a certain quality.
Yeah, it's a
You go out and
standard.
find it, and you go out and find it.
Yeah.
And that's honestly with you doing this whole just pushing the content that you push, bro. I feel like you are part of a wave that's reintroducing Columbus, because I feel like for a long time it's been separated.
Yeah.
I feel like it's been real clicked up.
I feel like the internet kind of.
And the internet is
It
part of that.
definitely
The internet
broke up
is
some of
a
that.
big part of why it's been clicked up. So
For
like
sure.
you doing the stuff that you doing, going to different sides of town, trying different food and stuff, and letting people know like, nah, bro, this is it's over here on the other side of town you ain't been on, but
Yeah.
they got some good food, and you
Well, a
know
lot
it's
of
good food
time-
because I wouldn't go to it.
A lot of times I either have relationships with these people already, or if it's good, I'm trying to be better about sharing it, because people will be in the stories like, "Where's that?" I'm like, bro, y'all don't be taking none of the clues. Like, I don't like being a "Where's that" person.
You said
for
if
my
you know,
story.
you know. Like,
Not even necessarily that. Like, I'll look at everything before I just be "Where's that?" and you.
'Cause
Because
you
if
can
you
definitely
"Where's that?"
find
and
it
me,
in
I
the
mean,
background.
5, 10, 15, 20 other people are doing it, and you get to a point where it's like "Happy birthday," like.
But then
Yeah.
again, bro, like you said, that's just that's what social media has become, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's so instant that you'll see somebody post something and it's as simple as asking them a question. When in reality, or what it used to be, you used to have to sit down with people and actually have a conversation like, hey, bro,
Yeah.
you feel me? I had this one little burger spot out west that you gotta go try. Da, 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 da. You
I
feel
would
me?
look at the rapper. Like, if I see the rapper say like "Patty Whack" on it, like,
Yeah, nah,
I'll
for
Google
sure.
that.
Google
It say
it.
it's in Columbus. Oh, that's in
Nah, people do
Columbus.
not
I'm
use
in.
it.
and you can
That's the
find
wildest
stuff
thing
through the
to me.
background too, though, bro. Like, if you know your city, like you say you know your city, you can find certain things just off of what you see in the background.
Well, I'm
People don't
getting
be
better
outside.
about sharing. I ain't always been the
Bro,
best.
it's all right. When it's a good spot, I'm gonna be dead serious. When it's
Yeah.
a good spot and you know it's a good spot, once it get over congested, then over time the food don't taste
Bro,
the
I
same.
shared the hibachi place and the prices went up. No, I'm not joking.
No, being like that ass.
Yeah.
That was your fault though, because you were a foodie, bro. They gonna know. Like after that, you said
all them
that.
people
How high
and
did it
they
go
can't
up?
keep up
Though?
with these orders.
It didn't go up by much, but
But
it
it
went
still
up
went up.
like, you notice everything. Rail hit me up. He was like, "Bro, the prices went up." I'm like, "Huh?" He's like, so I talked to the owner and he was like, "Oh, it ain't going by much. Like if you got steak, like it might have used to been like 5, now it's like 7." So it was just like, but
So the brick went
you
up.
just see everything trickled up, and you was just like, "Damn, like
We got more
is
clientele.
that the
We gotta
result?"
make sure we
Yesterday's
get the
price.
That's
food.
definitely
Not today's
the
price.
result of you on that.
But the
one, 'cause
Patty Whack people treat me great because they was just like,
they know where it came from. You
Yeah.
show like you give a favor and then get a favor. Like,
"Yeah,
Restaurants
It's just-
in the city
shit,
giving Jae Wood
Oreos,
stimulus
that's
package.
family."
hey, stop giving them the stimulus package,
They
bro.
get
They're
the
gonna have to pay
stimulus
for that.
package. You pull up.
I mean,
content.
you out here-
That's the only way you can make content is if you
That's a
share it
fact.
though. So
Real
it's
talk,
like
real
it's
talk.
one hand in hand. But yeah, Warriors, the people there, they treat me great. That's like a family at
See, I
this
still
point.
ain't been there yet,
Man,
but I want to try
Oreos
it.
is-
I got a mass relationship with them.
Oreos really good.
Steph. So I went there a long time ago, and one of the guys went there first at the shop. They used to work at the shop, and he was like, "Man, Jay, I think you really would like this place." So I went. But the thing about me is like if I'm excited about something, my enthusiasm kind of sells whatever it is. It don't necessarily be me trying to sell it to you. It's just I'm excited about it. And Deontay, he big on community, so he's just like, man, it was some shoe called like a Air Max. It was like a 90 Air Max 90 bacon.
Oh, the air
Oh yeah, I remember.
So
that.
in order to get that shoe that everybody wanted, we linked up with the guys at Warriors, and we in order to get a ticket to buy the shoe, you had to buy a sandwich that we collab with them with.
Damn.
So
that's
it
dope.
just shot
That's
a line from
dope.
like I don't know. Well, if you don't know where Warriors, the one downtown is, it's right by the front door where Nationwide Arena is.
Yep.
So we had that line from right there all the way down to like,
So classic.
almost to Huntington Park. It
Damn.
was just down the street, and ever since then,
That's the best Warriors to go to, though. In my
They-
opinion.
well, I like Clintonville too. I can sit down. I don't gotta pay the park.
Yeah.
Respect.
But
It's convenience down there.
yeah, Steph is my guy from
location.
Oreos, the owner there. So like that friendship is stretched out so far that I celebrate every Easter with him and his family.
That's
dope.
Yeah, but they do things different. Like so the dude that owns Oreos, he's a butcher by trade. So tradition Greek Easter, they slaughter a lamb the day before Easter. Like, so it just died the day before, and they put it on this spit and they roast it over a fire outside.
fresh ass lamb.
Yeah, so it tastes like, if you like lamb, like this is a different, because it's fresh. It tastes. It's almost disturbing fresh, but it's the best thing. And then like when it's cooked, like like I said, he's a butcher. He break that mug down like a whole chicken, a whole animal. It really looked like a dog.
Yeah,
That's what it
get
looked
the fur
like.
off of it.
Yeah.
So I wanted to backpedal for a second and dive into Kings Row. How did that friend group come about? Like, what's the origin story to that friend group?
Yeah.
From your point of view.
I think I was like 19 or 20. I just got married, but I got married super young.
Man.
And I was already doing my own thing with sneakers, but like I've known Dez practically my whole life, but I ain't like, he was my friend's older brother. So I played rec league ball with Pooh. So I always knew of Dez because Dez got siblings. So it's like Pooh got siblings. But
Shout out
Pooh
to
was the
Dez.
baby. So like Dez knew of me already, and he knew like I was already doing my thing in sneakers, like without the shop. So he had a blog. Deontay had a blog called Kings Row. But Kings Row is a street that he grew up on. So that's somewhere out east.
Yeah, it is.
So Kings Row is a blog, and Deontay is one of them people where like he's a mastermind behind things. He don't like to be in front of the camera, but he's good at scouting talent to bring in to make his overall ecosystem thrive. So he had just got released from the Cardinals, and he had just acquired Soul Classic. So I guess he used to be owned by two white dudes, but really wasn't no flavor in there at all. And Dez, he hit me up and he was just like, Deontay, I think it was either Deontay or Craig. They was just like, bro, we want you to work on the sneaker portion of the blog if you interested. But I was already looking up to them. Like, I admired what they were doing from afar. Dad had a podcast. I think it was called like No Bullshit Radio.
Yeah,
I was
MBS.
I was a huge fan of that show.
Man, what, bro? I was listening to that when I was down in Florida.
He shared some of that story with y'all, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I don't think I know, but I don't remember how much he shared.
Not a whole lot. We ain't going to
Yeah.
that.
So I used to I looked up to Dez. Dez was always just like, I still look up to Dez. That's like I said, that's like my older brother, man. So I just thought like he was just like, this dude just like, Dez is different. Like, he entering a different phase of his life right now, and it doesn't involve the spaces that he once thrived in, as far as like just the nightlife.
No.
But I've seen him do things that like, bro, you don't seem like a local guy. Like,
We told him that.
I remember-
Nigga with a major buzz. That was his saying.
That was-
And it fits, bro. It fits.
Guys, it's definitely on brand.
so like I said, I was like 19, 20 years old. So like, think like I'm getting pulled into spaces that I don't normally. I don't like clubs. I still don't like clubs. Like, just the way my brain works, you can't make me understand how like a bottle of some type of alcohol, which I don't even drink, I smoke.
Man,
But a bottle of something that costs like $30 or $40 is $500
waxing them for $500
just to look cool in front of the same women that frequent the same city that the club is in. It just, I don't
It
know.
don't make no sense.
Like, respect to y'all that like that scene, that love that scene, but it's not for me. But I got pulled into that space. So Deontay he put me on the door once, like just collect the money. And I'm just looking around like, well, where's Dez at? Like, why ain't he here yet? Like, I thought we was all like a team. This is when I first got brought in.
Mhm.
And Deontay was like, no, that's the talent. I'm like, I didn't understand at the time.
that's the artist.
Yeah, I didn't understand. When Dez came in, bro, it was like all the rest of like our team showed up with him. But like the club was like just moderate. It was just kind of like, yeah. But as soon as he got there, somebody handed him a microphone. Like, he has on shades, bro. It's dark. Like, why do you have on? Bro, this nigga just started yelling on the
It's
microphone.
the aesthetic.
Bro, he started yelling on the microphone, and the club just turned into what you think a club should feel like.
Man.
And I was just like, I've never seen nothing like this before. But Dez has just always been one of those people. He got like a lot of charm, a lot of wit. That transferred into him, doing that pod. But I got pulled into that space, and that's kind of where like a Deontay or a Dez or a Rail, they kind of helped me understand what my superpowers were. It's just because I'm a sneaker person. They're like, no, you a sneaker person that other sneaker people look to.
Swear to God.
That's a fact.
I didn't quite, and I still don't sometimes understand that. Like, I do sometimes. I go into a mode, but he like, nah, like, you got to embrace that. So Deontay, it's been times like that's his biggest problem with me and this. He just like, bro, y'all are talent, but my biggest problem with y'all is that y'all just get lazy. It ain't that I'm lazy, bro. It's just when I get bored, I will move on.
Yeah.
And so I have a bunch of unfinished products. So that's why I can wear a bunch of hats and do things, like cooking, and then do this and then do that. It's just because if I get bored, I move on. So, yeah, like I just had to discover my powers. Like, you gotta. So Deontay used to yell at me a lot, like, bro, like, Dez is a clubber, but if he doesn't figure out how to thrive in that club scene, like, he may have to move on to something else. But you move on and dip and dive so much, it's just like, bro, you're never gonna fall out of love with sneakers. He was just like, if you don't figure out how to thrive in that space, like, you're gonna be in trouble too, to where you're gonna have to figure out something else. And he was just like, you're gonna be Dez next. And I was just like, what does that mean? Because I look up to Dez. Like I said, I still do. And he's just like, you're gonna be Dez next, whether you're ready for it or not. But if you're not ready for it when it's time, your opportunity could pass you. And I don't know, like, I always be trying to tell Dez now, like, bro, like, it's still not too late. Like, we got plays to make, like, and we, at this point, we pushing 40. Like, bro, every day is game 7.
Every day is game 7.
So, we still can move mountains around here. But it definitely just requires putting the work in. So, at the end of the day, things are gonna be what they supposed to be, though.
Regardless.
Sure.
I wanted to get in to the family side of things too, because you did say that you were married at an early.
November 22nd, 2008. Y'all just hit 17 years. How does it feel?
It don't feel like a full 17.
It definitely doesn't feel like 17 years, but it's a blessing.
It definitely takes work. You agree?
Absolutely. A lot of work.
What do you value in your marriage now that you maybe didn't value 10 years ago?
Our ability to work more cohesively, come together on ideas. Sometimes that's still not the most easiest because we're so different. It's a team effort.
What's some of the best advice that you could give to a newly married couple
who are constantly trying to discover new versions of yourself as you work on yourself? So if you continuously trying to get here to there, you're discovering new versions of yourself. I'm not the same person I was when I was 21 years old. Learn how to fall in love with that new version of your partner.
Age. But I saw, and I am still seeing on that the growth of your son and your daughter, and how much you instill wisdom, knowledge, the father figure in you, passing all of that down, and then seeing how your son is treating his shoes, down to your daughter and her, the diva of the house and everything like that. And I wanted to ask, how is fatherhood, bro, for you? And
Fatherhood is cool, but you gotta, I don't know, I feel like as men, we always, most of us at least, want that first kid to be a son, a boy. But I think one of the biggest lessons I learned early on in parenting is you can't be quick to push the things that you like on your kid fast. They may take to them. Some do. A lot do. But all don't. So, like, who's going to be the sneaker person between my kids? It's going to be my daughter. My son, he don't care. My son will just say, like, hey, like, just give me a pair you know that's cool, because I know you know. And
I know you know.
But my son, like, he's artsy. So my son, like, you gotta think, like, this is the second generation of our team. So we got Kingsborough kids now.
Yeah.
So where I'm getting at with that is that, you know, Deontay has employees in that shop. So just because they're not my son's maybe not looking up to me 100% of the time, you still got in-house photographers that are taking pictures of products, videographers and such. I'm like, bro, like, you can take under them too. So my son's first major influence was JD with his camera. And I mean, we got Zach now. He does all those So Classic videos. I just stand there and, you know, he's coaching me through lines and how he wants them to be said, but using my brain and putting me in front of the camera. So I just tell my son, like, yo, like, you got access. It's like, you don't have to look up to me. I mean, I understand you do, but you got uncles, bro.
Yeah.
So
you got a tribe.
Yeah. So with him, it's like, my son likes loafers like Tyler the Creator.
Yeah, my son did too.
My son don't really care about Jordans, but he know he need a pair that he can walk around in every day. So I'll set him up to win throughout the school year. But my daughter is the one to where it's like, you know, typically when you buy shoes for kids, like, you need to buy at least a half a size up, or at least a size, so you can get your money out of that shoe.
Yep.
And
It's not working with you right now.
Well,
Shit, what you doing?
nah, like, well, the fact that I know she's gonna be a shoe person is when she sees shoes, her eyes lights up. Like mine used to, like, oh, I need these. And then if you show her shoes that you got for her, and knowing that they too big, like, now she's, why would you get these if I can't wear them now? Yeah, so I can tell, like, my son doesn't show those qualities. My son is exactly like my wife. So you just never know what you gonna get. Like, my son don't look like me. My son is a dickhead like me sometimes, but my son don't look like me. He's conservative like his mom. Where my daughter outspoken. It's weird, bro.
She's you reincarnated into a woman.
Is a little girl. Yeah. So, like, even getting her dressed sometimes is tricky. Like, you can't just
throw anything on her.
Yeah, so I think my trick.
This is not me. No,
they got those tutus that you can, like, just, like, you can put them over anything. So I'll still dress her up boyish, but then just throw the tutu over her waist, and now that, so she got like a nice handful of those. That's how you
doctor it up.
Yeah,
where the black one at? Go grab the black one.
Yeah, go get the rainbow one. Go get the black one. Yeah. So, but I mean, like, shout out to the tribe. I remember telling you I got a friend that designed in Oregon. Like, my daughter got samples in her closet. Like, it say for promo use only inside.
For those of you that don't know what samples are, these are shoes that will never ever see the light of day for the general public.
It's not even that. Like, every shoe starts out as a sample, even if it's a general release. It still starts out as a sample. So, like, my daughter got like cool grade 3s.
Oh my
but they're
God,
like,
bro, what?
Inside of it says for promo use only, and then it just says sample real big inside of, like, the inside of the shoe.
It's crazy work.
But it's the village. So, I mean, my friend that designs, he used to work at Alliance Data here.
Wow.
So
it only take one opportunity.
Well, we used to make fun of him all the time because he designed shoes in his computer, but it was just like, bro, why are you keeping this top secret? One day he got fed up, and
Out there.
but that's who, like, if
That
you
was
asking
the
who got
motivation.
me into shoes, like, I used to just be a casual buyer in high school, but then he was just like, bro, like, it's more to it than that. My friend Tucson, he a Katrina victim. He got washed up here when Katrina happened, so he don't have like next to kin with that situation happening. Like he came up here because he had family in Youngstown, and like so far as like all his Nike benefits and such, I reap the benefits of them because ain't no next to kin is me.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
So
beautiful.
that's yeah. So he sends stuff from Oregon for Gigi from time to time. Like the game been good to me.
It's literally
Everything
who you
ties
know,
back
bro.
to
It's
shoes though
literally
with
who you
me,
know.
because my life revolves around what goes on. Like we used to like wait in line. So I got friends,
Waiting,
yeah, that I like you build rapport with just waiting in line.
I remember
chopping it up. See, that's the thing too. Like
Some relationship.
the exactly the relationships and like the genuine camaraderie in sitting in line and actually being able to talk,
having conversations.
having conversations, and keeping those conversations going even after you done got out the line.
I'm about to go
Because
get breakfast. Y'all hold my spot in line.
Yeah.
it was like a known thing. Y'all was out there, y'all switch numbers. If he got something that you wanted and know about it, he'll hit you up, hey, you looking for this? Or you can send out that text message, hey, this is what I'm looking for, and they can find it and then give you the location and everything like that. It's not like that anymore. Not too
Genuine
much.
community.
But
That's what
I
it
start, my arms start stretching wide just the longer I've been in this. So like I got corporate and Matt at corporate in Cincinnati. Like it's not just SC for me. I got Matt in Cincinnati. I got Roe in Detroit. I guess a handful of them. Just that Midwest, like collectively, they call themselves the Midwest suppliers because they supplying the entire Midwest. But I mean, shit, I've even collaborated with Reebok. I forgot about that.
I remember that you had did a Reebok question a few years back. I wanted to ask you about that too. How did that come about? Because see, bro, it's so many things that you've done with shoes that I've just been like, bro, how this dude live inside of 270 just like me?
Yeah.
How is he doing this?
I ain't gonna hold you. I would think that too.
How did that happen, bro? Like, how did you get a deal with Reebok? And I think
It was just that
or
one
you
collab.
got a shoe with them. How did that happen?
Somebody, I forgot who it was. They hit me up like Finish Line is running a contest. It's like they running a contest about like AI passions, like Allen Iverson. I'm like,
What?
so
How
post.
did I not know about
There's like
this?
post.
Where was I at when this happened? What the
Well, they was like post a picture
Bubba Chuck
of
is
something
me.
that you think that displays Allen Iverson's passion. So I'm looking at all the pictures people posting, and I'm just like, bro, these ain't nothing but just images y'all finding on Google and post them and hoping y'all's hashtag picture get chose. So my son already got braids. He probably will his whole life. I think he want his lock now. He's like, he 12. He ain't never had a haircut. But the reason my son has braids to begin with is because most of my biggest influences, excluding Nas, all have braids. Like Pusha T, Prodigy and Mobb Deep, Allen Iverson, like they all have braids. So I'm just like, man, like shit. If I have a son, that nigga gonna have braids, like fire ones like them. That's how that shit came about. So with that contest, I was just like, nigga, if my son already got AI, like my son used to really get the ones like Allen Iverson. Yeah. So I just dressed him up like Allen Iverson. I put a jersey on him. I put the shoes on him. I put the headband, the sleeve.
All of it.
Yeah, and then I used that hashtag. That shit made me stand out like a sore thumb. So
Damn.
they chose 3 people. They flew me out to Massachusetts. That's where the Reebok headquarters at.
That's crazy.
They had the white guy with the sign with my name waiting by the limo. I was like, this shit is crazy. Yeah, so Deontay, before I hopped on the jet, he was just like, bro, like, where we from, people don't get these type of opportunities.
Bro,
He was like,
what?
you gonna make us look bad if you do not kill it. So he was like, I hope you had a plan already. So, like I said, like with this Midwest supplier thing, Ro from so he got a shop called 218 and another shop called Burn Rubber, and he was just like, he had did a Reebok collab maybe a year prior, and I asked him like, bro, how do you even get to do stuff like this? And he was just like, bro, like just be patient. Like I know you're gonna get an opportunity. And I'm just like, you don't know shit. Then a year later, I got my opportunity. So when I went out there, they chose 3 people. It was only 2 designers that you could sit and work with. So they only gave us like maybe 2.5 hours maybe to work with them. And those 2 people was working with the designers, and they took up all but like 30 minutes was only left for me to be the 3rd person to hop in. And since I had already had a plan and worked on it at home with what I wanted to look like, it wasn't nothing more than me just choosing the materials, looking through their palettes. And then you remember I told you I had a Reebok rep. He put it on the table, like, cause he was already there. He put it on the table because it started as a contest, but then he was like, nah, this is actually a little better than average. So he put it on the table at Reebok, and they wanted to produce, like mass produce it.
That's fire.
Bro, what
And,
the fuck? That is crazy, bro.
But if you go into Reebok at the time, this is before Allen Iverson and Shaq took over. Like the brand was trying to transition into CrossFit stuff. So if you go into the Reebok building, like all the lights are just turned out on the basketball wing. So like basketball wasn't their focus. So for maybe a week, they wanted to like move forward into production.
Damn.
But then they just scrapped it, and it just was something that never happened. So the 2 pair that I got is the 2 pair that exist.
Wow.
But I mean, I can say I did it though.
That's what you can say. And that's a big thing.
That's $1 million shoe.
Yeah.
I don't care what nobody say.
That's a big
But it was
thing.
based around family though. The shoe just the thing. So you know how the Iversons got the little plastic thing over the lace hole. So I put, my daughter wasn't born at the time, so I put Reese's name up the side of one and Brittany's name up the side of the other. I did a low because it was just unorthodox.
Yeah, people don't wear lows like that.
Yeah, but if you ever look at the
that's
Burn
fucking
Rubber
crazy.
Reebok question, and then you look at mine, you can see that that's directly where like the inspiration the
came
color,
from.
everything. Yeah, it was just Kings Row themed. So you know how the Kings Row logo is like, well, the Reebok question logo on the back is a circle with the Reebok as the Q for the question. Like the Kings Row logo is a circle too.
Yeah.
So I just did the Kings Row logo, but then put the Reebok right there, like it was. So it's still just merging.
You snap.
I'll send you. Well,
I remember seeing it, bro.
Yeah, go on and send that over.
That's real though.
Because that's going to get put
I
in this.
remember seeing it,
for
bro.
sure.
I
Yeah,
remember seeing it.
That is dope, bro.
but I can look for it though. Yeah.
Yeah, that's dope. With that, like, I just want to just tell you, bro, like, just your content. I've already said it before. Your content is there, bro.
I appreciate it. I don't know where it's headed, but
That's what I'm saying. Like, it can go anywhere, bro. It shows in your credibility. You show people that you can cook. So in that, where you're going to is going to tell it every single time.
them
And
likes don't always tell the story, so it do make it frustrating to just like continue. But
that's why I sent it to you. I was just like, I appreciate watching it, and it's giving a different perspective on
you
things,
can see the difference.
things
in
and
that.
places to go. Oh, that's fire, bro.
I remember seeing them in person. Not seeing them in person, but I remember seeing them when you posted
Them
them.
is
And I was
nasty.
like,
Oh,
these
well,
are
you
Go on and
just looking at the
and
back.
send that to me, because I'm gonna put that
bro,
on
you
here
gotta see
too.
I
the
got
whole
you. Well,
shoe.
yeah, it's
You
only
gotta see
2 in
the whole
existence.
Oh my
so.
You
god!
gotta see the whole shoe. I remember when you posted them, I was like, this is crazy. I was like, I was like, did Kings Road do something with Reebok, or did he just do something with Reebok?
It's just me.
And I was like,
That
dang.
color wave too is nasty.
Well, I did a boot leather on the toe just because, like, you know, like when people wear those type of dressy boots, they get that patina on them. Well, yeah, you can see. So me and Deontay had like worked on this before I left town. So as soon as I sat down with the designer,
Oh my God, bro. Look at that, man.
yeah.
Shit.
But I'll send them to you though.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
Please do.
Those are cold.
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, the game it just been good to me. I've been pulled in a lot of spaces that I didn't necessarily think I ever would, but I mean, I don't know. I'm a firm believer in if you doing what you love, even if it goes out of style or whatever, if you staying true to yourself, these things come back around. I remember jerseys went out of style. And, that was like when we was in school, but now it's like they're back.
Right back.
But I got a plethora of them. But think if I would have sold them,
Nah, your jersey game.
I don't wear them as much as I once did, but they there whenever I want to get around to them.
Yeah.
And that's what it was for me, bro. I remember you were like adamant about getting jerseys that match certain shoes, and it was just that's why the flavors you used to pull out with the shoes, bro. It's just be crazy because it was like you either have a jersey or a T-shirt that matched it, or a hat that went with it too. And I'm just like, bro, this you feel me? Like,
well, the signature players used to like it used to like they had their own shoes. So if you got the jersey and got the shoe for the man, I got shoe store. Now I'm looking at camera roll. I got stories for y'all if I want stories. Shoot, I remember I went to when I went to Nike campus, one of my friends had told I'm not sure if you know who Mr. Howard White is. You seen the movie Air?
Yeah.
You remember Chris Tucker's character, the dude that recruited Michael Jordan?
Yeah.
I met him.
The real Howard White.
Yeah, the real. Well, yeah, him, the real.
Well, I
one.
mean, yeah.
Yeah, so when I met him, he was already, I guess he had already been groomed to know my story. Because my friend that designs out there, his desk is outside of his office. And so when I went to Nike campus, they had me you gotta have credentials to get into these buildings. So all the buildings at Nike are named after athletes, Nike athletes. So I was in the Michael Jordan building, 6 floors on the Michael Jordan building. And Mr. White is at the top on the 6th floor. And he's leaning over, and I was with one of the guys, one of the Jordan reps that come to town to check on just the store, make sure we doing things the way they want. And he was like, go ahead and send him up. And I'm like, what are y'all talking about? Because I was with my friend. He was in the building to go do whatever, I guess if it was staged that way. And when I went up there, some white lady just waiting on me at the top of the elevator. She told me, hold my hands out. She sanitized my hands. And she was like, we've been waiting on you. I'm like, what are you talking about?
That's wild.
Yeah, she like, what are you
That's
talking
a wild statement.
Yeah, so what are you talking about? She like, we've been waiting on you. I'm like, so my friend, he has a mask on and he's smiling, but he don't know what he's about to do. So I'm still looking around. So then Mr. White walks out and I'm like still just looking. So Mr. White was like, why you don't got no mask on? So when you're a transplant recipient, like you have what's called a compromised immune system. And with a compromised immune system, you get like if you catch a cold, I can hold that virus for it'll take me like a month or two to shake the cold to where it will take you like a week. So he like, what you doing like without your mask on? So he already started out yelling at me, but I ain't know the next like 3 hours was going to be him yelling at me too. So when we go into his office, like, his office is set up like a living room. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna sit off on this couch on the corner, like I'm just a fly in the room. He like, nah, you sit right here. And
he kept you close.
Motherfucker went to town on me. Pause. He really did a number on me. Just as far as like he opened the conversation up with like, I know you've been known to tell people like if you haven't experienced or been through what you've been through, he was like, don't offer the advice. He looked over at me with the mask on, like, I'm gonna tell you right now, everything you doing in life, I done did it 10 times over. So sit down, shut up. And that was my introduction to Mr. White. And it was just, I'm sitting there, my mask is soaking wet because he just killing me. I'm just crying. And he just like, this stuff be sounding like flexes until you share it with people. Like, yeah, just chilling. Michael Jordan's MVP trophy just right there.
Damn.
But I'm with Mr. White in his office. No phones allowed in the building, but he took care of me.
Mr. White.
Yeah. Wilson Smith, I got to sit down with him the same way. He's the person that's responsible for the Jordan 17. Shoes that people know, the Nike Air Up Tempo, that's the shoe that say Air real big on them. That's Mr. Wilson Smith. So he tried to get me to move to Oregon. I'm cool. That ain't no place for no black man.
We got a homeboy that worked for Nike that's out there on the campus right now. Shout out my homeboy Micah.
Yeah, that's Wilson.
Oh yeah.
You ever bump into Tinker Hatfield?
Nah, I ain't never bump into Tink. I want to meet him. That's kind of like a bucket lister.
Yeah, I want to meet Tinker Hatfield.
Me and Wilson was bucket list too. Like, that's his baby. He designed the Jordan 17.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I think that's one of my favorite ones, bro.
The 17?
Yes.
But yeah,
because it was just like, it was something out of the ordinary, something that was just different compared to all the other shoes. Like, my first basketball shoe that I wore was Tracy McGrady. With the little
star?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like,
the Adidas.
Yeah. So I'm like, I've through there, it was like Adidas, then it went to Nike. And just watching that movie Air, I was just like, damn, the whole creation of that company from beginning to end, and then you meeting, I don't know, it had to have been like,
that's Michael Jordan's only father figure. You think Michael Jordan's dad got killed when he was in the league. So you got this man, like, so for at least the first hour, it ain't feel real until he started telling me shit about myself that I ain't know he know. I'm looking at Tucson like, bro, you told this nigga all my business. But it was all for good. It was for a good reason. But you meet someone of that stature, most of the time I'll take a picture with you and move on. Like, nah, that was probably, the sun was up when I met him. The sun was very much down. And it wasn't daylight savings. Yeah, he definitely he
had conversation.
He had conversation with me. He gave me a book, and he was just like, he was like, man, it's a lot of shit. He cussing too. He like, it's a lot of shit I could say to you, but it's in this book. Like, I wrote one book. It's a self-help book. And he was just like, you always got me if you need me. But he was just like, if you don't read this book, don't even bother. Hit me up.
You read the book?
I ain't finished the book.
Do you at least know the name of the? What's the name of the book?
Yeah, what's the name of the book?
I don't know. I'll send you a picture of it. It's on my little coffee table.
I'm gonna have to read that book.
True Jae Wood 4.
No, I just
You just be busy.
get bored.
No, not necessarily be busy. I just get bored when I read.
You get bored, yo.
And I just
You got an audio one now, Jay.
Yeah, bro.
Probably.
You had to do the audio.
Where it's at, bro.
Yeah, do the audio. Get that, bro.
yeah, I fell asleep, man. But
Let that
Mr.
sink
White,
into your subconscious.
Audio books is where it's at, bro.
it's cool. I mean, what I'm gonna do? Reach out and say, yo, I need these Jordan 3s. I mean, I get it. I'm gonna get them regardless.
Yeah.
But I mean, like I said, the game been good to me. So I've
That's an
gotten it
experience
from
in
that
itself.
stand. That was different.
That was
That was different. Like, Nike campus is
That's a
cool,
nice experience.
but like, all right,
The guys.
the different buildings, like I said, is named after athletes. But when you look, like, when you go into the buildings, the first floor is decorated in their honor. After that, like, you go up, it's cubicles and paperwork. It's like, it's cool. You experience that maybe once or twice, and it's like, Nike campus is cool. So far as like the So Classic staff, when Nike has them go out there, it's different because they're being hosted by Nike. So
That's
like
dope.
when they go back to their hotel room, it's like product waiting on them in a room, like shoes that's unreleased and stuff. Like that wasn't my experience. Mine was Like I'm out there with a friend that works there, so it's like take your friend to work. It wasn't the red carpet
It wasn't the
treatment.
layout.
The experience that I got, I don't really see too many people getting, because that man had a portion of his day set to the side, and I had no idea that was waiting on me on the other side. But
that's crazy.
Yeah, Mr. White was one of those ones for sure.
What's up?
I don't know if y'all remember like that Rockefeller Air Force One.
I remember that.
Every time one of them artists come to town, I just grab it and I'ma know somebody that can get me close. So I met Bleak, but Bleak was really, it was very hands on with him. Like pause. I was with him for maybe an hour or two too.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if y'all familiar that Freeway, he's a kidney recipient. So his manager wanted me to meet him, but when I was introduced to Freeway, he wasn't interested in meeting me, and I wasn't really enthused, but he kind of was just like, "What's up?" I was like, "All right, can you autograph my shoe?" He autographed for one, and I was like, "Can you do the other?" He acted like he was going to be funny about the other one. But then when I met Bleak was like, "Bro," he was like, the whole way here, he was like, "Bro, niggas keep talking about that niggas need to meet you. Like, what's so special about you?" I'm like, ain't shit really special about me. The reason he said that is because the dude's manager, like I said, wanted me to meet Freeway because of them, like us both being transplant recipients. And so I sat down with Bleak while he ate his dinner before he got ready to perform at Scully's, and I just got to chop it up with him. But I've had so Freeway signed that Rockefeller Air Force One for me. PD Crack signed it for me.
Yeah.
Most recently, this past summer, Jewel signed it. I got to meet Jewel's because one of my friends, he's good friends with his older brother. So I got to meet Jewel's. That was different. Meeting Jewel's, because I don't know, nobody really know where this bird around town like I do.
Avid Dipset fan.
I love the Diplomats, but sometimes
I can tell you got it on the front and the back.
Yeah. That's but funny. I mean, so when I met Jewel's, it's different because after I met him, got to chop it up with him for a while, I'm still in his dressing room chilling with him because I'm in the mix. And when I sometimes you don't want to meet your idols because Jewel's he wasn't no dick. He was cool. He wasn't no dickhead. He was mad cool. But he just looked like his fun days was behind him.
And you met the one without no teeth. Then
he still had teeth.
He still had.
I don't let nobody disrespect Jewel's.
Respectfully,
yeah.
I actually did security with him when he came to Aura. Yeah. So I know what you mean, bro.
But no, so he the Columbus Commons dressing room kind of like a long rectangle. It ain't like a wide room. So he leaning over the laptop, leaning over his chair, listening to a beat on somebody's laptop. But this nigga whole ass crack is it's right in front of me, bro. It's right in front of me. But it ain't nowhere for me to look without looking right with his ass hanging out.
You just stuck looking at ass crack like
bro. I just was just like I'm the one person.
Look at my phone.
Bro, I'm the one person in the room that don't know everybody. So it's names that you hear in music, I don't know, you ever heard any of the Diplomats scream out Black Adon?
Yeah.
He's in there. Of course, Jewel's older brother. There's a few other names in there and they in the room, but he leaning over the chair like this, while he looking at somebody's laptop. So I'm sitting right next to Jewel's probably for 45 minutes, but his whole ass was out. I'm just it's not. I don't even. It's not even much for me to look at this point in my phone. I'm just eyes glued because if I was to have my phone not in my face, I got ass crack in my face.
Oh shit!
Different, bro.
Shit!
I mean, this.
Shit!
But me and Jewel's was an honor though, because he was just he was like, "Nah, you got pulled into my room." Because when we walked into the room, he looked at my dude Pun "Bro, you know I don't like you. You know I don't like you bringing niggas new niggas around."
He was like, nah, it's like, big bro, like, you with me.
That's
And he
dope.
was just like, if my man say you good, like, you family. And he embraced me and such. Like, nigga, let me walk him out onto the stage.
Damn.
But this lady kept fucking bugging me when we was there, and I couldn't figure out why. She just kept, can I take a picture with him? Can I take a picture? I'm like, what the hell are you, like, I'm just a fan, just like you. And then he was like, bro, your jacket say security on the back. Yeah. I was like,
Hey, it's a different animal when you got security on you, bro.
it say security. And then I was like, sorry, man. I'm like, bro, this is a little,
It's just something I'm wearing.
Yeah, she was like, oh, but she was bugging me. She even took a picture with me.
Like, you part of the crew.
Hey, nah, for real, that picture worth money now, then, bro.
I guess
That picture worth money now, bro.
the game been good to me though, man. Shoes pull me everywhere.
That's dope.
Yeah, it got me in some of those rooms. I don't know. Those are the people that were comforting my mom when I was dying.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess it all ties back to being true to you. Do what you into. Stay true to that, even if the wave shift, because that might be what saved your life. Is thriving in your space that you created for yourself. That's probably one of the most valuable lessons I learned about life. Is just do you in your spaces where you thrive. If you got 5 people rocking with you, rock with them 5 people. That 5 might turn into 10, but if it don't, it's cool. Like just
I'm good
thriving.
with the solid
5.
The
Still
solid
gotta
5.
start 5.
Yeah, but God good, bro.
You built you were around a community, bro. You were surrounded. During that time when I finally realized what was going on, I just had to send prayers over, bro. I know that was probably the hardest on your wife. I seen she was a major support through that too.
She don't really share nothing.
She didn't show or share.
She don't share with
bro.
me.
But with that strain, bro, like that, and not knowing,
Yeah,
I gotta shout her out too, bro, because
that
she has been
dark. That was dark, bro. That whole phase, that was dark. So a lot of times, like I be giving myself a hard time, bro, because like I said before, you even turned that camera on, it's not the finish line.
It's
like
not.
getting the transplant, like I think like 8.5 years, the world continues to move.
Yep.
So sometimes I'll be down on myself, like, bro, like, was I wasting time?
No.
Everybody would just be like, around that time, people like, you don't need to worry about nothing but surviving. But the world is still moving. Once everybody realize you stable and back on your feet, like, the world, like, all right, you cool, bro, figure it out. But figuring out 8 years, 8.5
easy.
behind the 8 ball is different because you got to check your attitude, you be in your feelings a lot because a lot of your friends is, bro, me and Deontay used to split pizzas and shit like that. Like, you try and get this piece from Late Night Slice, you try and put it on, and now my man's is up. I don't want to be elaborate too much, but the getting's good around his way. But I don't know. I'll be looking at, I don't know, like, one of my biggest role models in hip hop is Memphis Bleak. So it was an honor meeting him, but he's the defined meaning of like stand by your mans even when it, like the getting ain't good for you. And long and behold, that I kind of became that just because, like, no matter how up Deontay gets, he ain't ever gonna let me fall too far out of the fold. So that's why you see me kind of becoming the face of his brand, regardless of whether I want to or not. Because I'm not always included in Soul Classics business, but you would never know that unless I didn't just tell you.
Bro, I thought you worked there.
It's just my older brother's store, bro, and I'm the knowledge bank. So, like, let's sell these shoes. Like, but if you want to see your friends win, bro, like, help them win.
Support that, bro.
So yeah, like, Soul Classics is my baby too. But at the end of the day, it's not mine. But I'm just playing my role.
Step
You know, so
you play a role too, though, bro. Like in that, like, I don't want you to be hard on yourself. The reason why I say that is because, like, with that, you did live to tell that story.
Yeah.
You still have a story to be told.
You
That
still
was
be
just
in your
one-
feelings sometimes, bro.
Is survivor's remorse, or do you
Not
like?
just that too, but like sometimes like you be in your feelings sometimes, like not being involved with certain things, but people still pull up on you like, are you the dude? Are you Jay from Soul Class? And just be like, yeah, bro. It's all good though.
You gotta remember, like, bro, you have a story that everybody's seen, and you still live that.
Yeah.
Your wife lived that. Your kids lived that with you, and now I feel like after that process, for me looking in, you yourself have pivot. You were smiling. You're smiling more. Because I remember when I seen you at the live show, you were smiling, but you was just like you real standoffish. But it was during that process, you still had the bag. You were still going through that mindset.
Bro, that
But
bag
now-
is different, bro. Like
I wanted. I didn't want to really get into it. Bro,
you
but
can
I
ask me
wanted to
anything.
ask
I
about
gave
it,
you
bro.
my time. That's my most valuable asset.
Respect. But yeah, bro. Like, what was that? What was that? Like, how did it from start to finish? What was when?
I can give you some dark moments.
How did
but
it
I don't wanna
start?
to
Not
finish.
necessarily how did it start, but like,
So the bag is called an LVAD. It's a
yeah.
they call it like a ventricular heart assist device. So basically, they cut your chest open. It's probably about as big as your fist. They attach it to your heart, and now it's pumping the blood in places. It's pushing the blood through your heart, but it's a pump. So with it being a pump, like it's attached here, the wire comes down your chest, and then the wire comes out the side of your stomach to where that's where y'all seeing me carry that bag. But the thing with that bag is that it got 2 batteries. So it's running one battery, and then when one dies, it automatically jumps over to the other one. So like if it's cut off too long, like you'll die. So you gotta have it running at all times. So at night, I hook it up to the power, so I ain't gotta worry about changing the battery. But I was only supposed to have that machine attached to me for no more than 5 years. 5 was the max. I told you I had it on me for 8.5. So I don't know if you remember like old school, like a wire like this, you listening to music and like you remember like if the
started at the thread.
Nah, you remember like you listen to music and like you get a short and the music would cut off, you gotta turn it back. So the wires start doing that. So it was times where I would be laying on my side like at night and I would feel the machine cut off and cut back on like and I would wake up like and like we was getting to the nitty gritty with that machine to where they was talking about we either need to do emergency surgery and take that off and reinstall a new one, or we got to find this transplant. So then I just started suddenly getting sick, like stupid sick, to where I was losing the weight they wanted me to lose. But the thing is, the average person's heart rate is in between 65 and 75 beats per minute. Mine's resting was like 124, 125, just resting. But they wanted me to exercise to lose weight so I could qualify for the transplant.
Yes, bro. When I work out in the mornings, my Apple Watch, my heart rate is about like 120 to 130.
Yeah.
And that's during an average workout, bro. Not even overexerting myself. Like that's an average workout.
Yeah.
So
mine's is 93 right now, just being extra calm. But chilling. The drugs make my stuff stay high. But yeah, so they wanted me to like work out to get to 250 was the ideal weight they wanted me to be at. I was like 370 something, but it wasn't because I like did that to myself. It was because like with your heart being a pump, is boom 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 boom. Mine wasn't strong enough to do that, so like I was on something called a fluid restriction to where like I can only take in no more than like 2 liters worth of liquid a day. So that's whether that's drink, that's food, liquid content, anything. You can't go over that because you will overfill yourself. So when I got the transplant, I peed for like 3 days. I lost like 180 some odd pounds just peeing. In 3 days, I lost 180 pounds just peeing all day. So I was just a plastic urinal, just put it up on your stuff, watch TV, and just pee all day. And like the nurse would come in like, damn, you look like you lost weight. Like maybe like 2 or 3 hours in between coming in your room because you just peeing What do you think? If it's
Everything
a balloon and you just weight coming off like that, like, so
Dang.
That shit melted out of you,
just
basically.
just
That's crazy.
But I mean, these is just freaky health tales, but it's wild.
Way to
It's
describe it.
real.
Nah, like it's
That's
like
real.
man, you get real acquainted with them staff in there. They like the nurses, the
You know
cool.
my first name.
When it first happened to me, so you talking about from beginning, like so you gotta think, like, so when I first got diagnosed, I would think I was like 25, 26. Like you got like Dez and them hanging out, like shooting dice in the room. A PlayStation is going. Like Deontay is in there with his computer. I think his first son was first. He got 4 now. His first son was just being born. Like you got all these moving parts, and then like the nurse will come in and be like, "Who's the patient?" Because I ain't have on a gown. I have
Point
on,
at you.
huh?
I said they point at you.
Oh yeah, no, they did. Yeah, well, they ain't know who the patient was because I have on like a basketball shorts and t-shirt. But this is pre-COVID, so it wasn't like no visiting hours.
Yeah.
So you got people there just all through the night. My hospital room was more like a dorm room. I remember I had like a Super Nintendo running on one of them. You know, like back in the day when they would like had a TV they push in the room. I had a Super Nintendo on that. I had a PlayStation 5 on the
little
on the
TV,
hospital TV, but the sound was coming out the remote. Yeah, it was like it was a dorm room. I was living in the hospital room so long that I had posters on the wall and stuff. It was like my room.
Damn, that's crazy.
But it was the journey. It was a journey, bro.
So how long were you actively in the hospital?
I think the longest streak might have been like a month or two.
Oh, so
Then
it would be times that it would be like time frames that you would stay there?
you would be in and out a lot. In and out. Like if they discharge you, you knew you was coming back. Like so I was like I think the longest was maybe like 2 or 3 months. At one point I watched a leaf change.
Damn.
And it snow and then transition, in the spring.
Wow.
I was in there for a long time. But when they get ready to discharge you, they got things called excursions. They don't just spit you back out into society. So they have 2 excursions per discharge. So the first one, it would just be like they let you go out off the floor. And then the second one, they let someone like take you to the movies or something. And then they're discharged. They ain't never just spit you right back out. But I had some moments in the hospital. I had one where I died. That shit was crazy. I don't know if y'all remember when On the Run, the little Jay-Z tour.
Yeah.
I remember I was having some complication. I was having arrhythmia in my heart. It was skipping beats, and something was starting, but I didn't know it was progressing. Like it was like I was in the act of dying. So shit. The doctor was like, "Yeah, I'm looking at your patterns, bro. We gonna probably keep you for them stretches again." I'm like, "Damn." He's like, "But I got good news." He was like, "The James Hospital, the cancer hospital, hang over the horseshoe." So he was like, "You can watch that." He was like, it was an Indian dude. He was like, "I know you like that hippity hop shit." He was like, "You can watch that concert from the room I got set for you." As soon as he left, I had a defibrillator in my shoulder at the time. That mother electrocuted me for the first time. Like boom. So then I started dying. Like it's just like the movie where they got the people like fight. Like you just spit droplets all over your face and you just looking up at them like while you just trying to. And what they mean by fight is like, bro, when you start declining, like you ever had like a long day at work or you just been on your feet all day and when you finally hit that cool pillow, you just be like, just fall asleep instantly. So they kept asking me questions like, "Can you do this? Can you feel this? Can you feel this when I do that? Can you do this?" And when I was trying to answer verbally, but every time I try to answer verbally, I could feel myself like start falling asleep and I could feel like my lungs like kind of deflating.
Yeah.
So I stopped answering questions. You know, niggas throw up signs. So I started doing that. And they like, white people, he speaks he can articulate himself so well through his fingers. And they asked me one too many questions. I remember getting fed up. As soon as I answered the last one, I was like, I can't do this. And I was like, and it was out. But then they hit me with the
Defibrillator.
Yeah, they shocked me with that's the thing, the defibrillator. But it's not like the movies where they rub it like this and shock you. They put stickers on you. Yeah, they call them leads. Yeah, but I could hear that thing warming up when I was I've heard them do it to other people. That shit is disturbing, bro. You can hear it, like you can hear the bed jump. It's like
Man.
that electric shock is going through your body and down to the bed, making that bed rock. But look, I'm still here.
Yeah.
God is amazing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Especially without the bag though, bro.
Yeah.
That bag
You-
was
you-
trash.
I'm not even gonna lie, you make that bag look like swag, bro.
God, I thought it was just, bro. I thought you were wearing
until
like a
I
bag for
realized the cord and everything like that, I thought it was just.
Well,
I
nobody
thought it
seen
was
this
just
cord
swag,
come out
bro.
the side of my my
Never.
shirt.
Never.
Never.
I've never seen the
But
cord.
that
bro.
was trash, bro. I don't know how. Well, I know
It
how.
was
That shit
God.
was God.
Nothing but God, bro.
Yeah, that
Nothing
was
but God.
all carried. I was all getting carried because that was different, bro. That was different. But it gave me perspective, though. So it made me look at everything different. I hug my
Gave you a
kids
lust for
different.
life too.
I appreciate food different. I don't overeat. I stop when I'm full. I eat some food that look wild exaggerating, but like when you done, you done. You know the black community, bro. They like, I paid for that food. You better eat all that food. Like, nah, bro.
Nah.
When you full, bro,
Just
stop.
stop. Yeah,
Like
you don't
some
have
people
to.
be eating themselves to death, bro, and don't even be knowing it. Be digging the grave. So that's kind of how I had to learn how to have a relationship with food. Like if I'ma eat food like that look wild like that on camera, like at least I know like the hands that prepared it, what went into it, is it real ingredients? Where like you need to know these things because like America is feeding us poison. Look, Trump just passed some shit where what they calling it the forever chemical. Like you gotta really be leery of what you put into your body. And the thing is, you can never escape 100% of it.
Nope.
But some things you can manipulate. Cause I mentioned ranch earlier. That shit ain't nothing but sour cream, buttermilk, and it's a herb based dressing. Once you cut the herbs up, lemon juice amplifies salt. If you just take a little bit of salt and squeeze some lemon juice, it'll make it taste like you got mad salt. That's like. You gotta know how to play with the levels. It ain't like you into music, you into whatever sounds, you can adjust. It's the same thing with food, but you have to, bro. YouTube University will tell you everything you need to know. Just don't be looking up how to make no bomb or no shit like that. Yeah. But it's all out here, bro. A lot of people just don't be liking the. Bro, we had dictionaries, bro. Niggas got Google and they still be asking, where's that? Like,
People
niggas,
so used to things happening so instantaneous. So
just look it up, bro. It'll tell you everything you want to know. Like, I had to tell my daughter, like, bro, Siri ain't God. Alexa ain't God. She's like, I'll just ask them. I'm like, I get it. You using your resources like I told you to, but Alexa ain't God, bro.
Yeah,
But I mean, you can't really blame them until you teach them better
because it's
because
there.
that's all
That's
they
right
know.
there,
Man,
yeah.
can you imagine? I remember, we used to your favorite cousin spend the night. I remember laying in bed and just being like, what if you could see the person you talking to on the phone?
Yeah.
That shit is
Oh,
their reality. You
man.
holding phones in their face from the day they born. Like they FaceTiming grandma.
Mm-hmm.
So you gotta think like time ain't
Going
waiting.
through the phone, like,
dramatic.
Time don't wait for people, bro.
nah, the internet don't either.
The internet don't.
Damn sure don't.
Internet win, you show too much emotion.
Mm-hmm.
You better just move on, take your L. The internet will forget. Just
Yeah.
give it time.
For sure.
Yeah. But I'm out here hanging, boot jangling. I'm doing what I do.
Hey, and you doing your thing, bro. And we want to appreciate the time that you took out with us tonight, bro.
I'm honored,
For
bro.
real, for real.
I don't know how people look at me till they say it.
What you mean?
Cause I be in my own world, bro.
That's honestly, in some aspect, that's the best way to be
Yeah.
because you have a keen sense on self. And then after that, after everything plays out and everybody, like with Instagram in general, you can make it work for you or you can make it work against you. You
just
made it
can't
work
really-
for you though, bro.
Just don't you can't
use it
let
as a
that
tool.
shit get to your head, bro. You live by them cheers, them saying them likes. You live for them cheers, bro.
Exactly.
You will die by
the
them
booze. Yep.
You die by them, bro.
Definitely can.
Destroy your confidence, cause you letting them same likes build your confidence. So it's like I live, but I'm that heart, bro. I'm trying to tell you that heart shit. It wired me different. Like I don't even participate in the Kingsville chat. They'll tell you like I'm the only. I used to be the most vocal person in the group, like any group chats. Really, I just I don't know. A lot of times, bro, you feel alone. You don't really be alone, per se, but you just feel alone. You always feel at odds. You always feel like the odds is against you. That might not always be the case, but it damn sure feel that way.
When you in that place, yeah, it does feel lonely.
Well, it took 8.5 years to get that way, so I'm giving myself grace. I'm not even 8.5 years removed, so you got to give yourself time to crawl out of that space. Like it took a long time to get the be that way. Like so, it's gonna take a while to unbe that way. If that make any sense?
Nah, it makes sense.
Yeah. But I ain't tripping though. Like just be optimistic and just just keep your chin up. Keep trying to make a play. And that's really what I guess y'all see me out here doing. Trying
Definitely
to make a
making
play.
plays, bro. Not just a play, plays, multiple.
It's lifestyle though, bro. Like if you know what you like, what you into, so when it come to like just showing what you in, like showing what you do or portraying some type of image, it's just life. Me personally is lifestyle. Like so, family. I'm around my family, so I'm gonna show my family. Shoes. That's what I do. So that's natural. Food. That's something I like. So like when it comes to like vacation and stuff like that, vacation to me is not vacationing with everyone else. Like I like to see, like look what I found while I was gone. Like, but my wife wanna go on excursions and zip line and shit. That I don't fuck with that. Like, take me where the food is. Take me to a cool sneaker shop. Then sit me down somewhere and I'll people watch and just see how people do things here. Cause I'm not from there. Nah, that ain't vacation to my family. But you just play your role. You make sacrifices. They look out sometimes, I guess, but it's cool. That's part of being a man. We was created to endure
Move with the
and
punches,
provide.
bro.
Yeah, endure and provide. So but I'm honored though, truly honored. Cause like I said, I don't know how people look at me from afar, and I try not to be snobby, but I be in my own world.
Nah, it's all good, bro. It's understood.
Yeah.
It really is. I lastly, I do want to ask him what I ask everybody. What you playing in your whip, bro?
What I'm playing in my whip right now.
What you playing in
What
your
I
whip?
play in, I say what I play in general. Who gets spins? I love Bodie James. Bodie James feel like he's like the second coming of Prodigy to me, in a sense. He ain't for everybody. He dry, he monotone. But if you listening to the words, I always tell people if you ain't saying nothing, then what are you saying? It's a rhetorical question, but the answer is nothing.
That's real.
And Bodie be talking that shit. I'm a huge Clips fan.
Yeah, that album. You think that's the best album this year?
I'm afraid so. I know you said Wale, but I'm gonna be honest. I haven't finished that.
It's
Wale.
up there though, bro.
Wow, really?
Clips is up there.
Well, the way people think J. Cole boring, I think like I still love Wale. It's just sometimes he be whining, bro. And I don't be ready for the whine. So I turn it off and I listen to segments. But who's getting spins in my whip? Bodie. I love Clips. Avid Mob Deep fan. Game just dropped. That shit going.
That dropped Friday, didn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, because it was
Everything
supposed to
dropped
drop last Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you making me think.
Yeah, it was
Bodie
supposed to
gets
drop last
spins though.
Friday.
I love Bodie James. Shit, I'm always listening to Max B. That's prior to. I was waiting on him to come home from jail. That's them really my heavy hitters. Currency, Bodie. I love Freddie Gibbs.
Yeah, that last album with
Alchemist. That's my favorite producer though of all time. I know people got they ones. People love Ye. People love. It's a lot of people love. People love Just Blaze. It's a lot of heavy hitter producers, but Alchemist just got a dark sound.
He does,
but
he bring out so much though.
Yeah, I was raised like Wu-Tang was the hot shit when I was a kid, and my uncles raised me. So that was hot when they was in high school. So Wu-Tang was like my introduction. Wu-Tang, Nas. So Nas is my GOAT. Ain't nobody higher than Nas to me. I think that's why he still thrives.
That's fire.
Nas is who he say he is. He ain't, you know what I'm saying?
He ain't pretending to be nothing else.
Very personable. Anybody that meet him say very humble. Like I'm a firm believer in just be you, bro.
What's your top 5 then?
My top 5?
Yeah.
Shit. Nas.
Nas number 1.
I mean, they call me Shoe Pop. Pop gotta be in there somewhere.
Okay.
I love Ghostface.
Okay.
I love Prodigy. Jay probably be my 5. I know a lot of people's 1. But Jay Flossy, like, bro, okay. I get it. You up. Like, a lot of niggas out here figuring it out.
You pull up in a 4.0 with your bitch. I pull up in a 4.6. My
Cocksucker
bitch with
beat
seat bags.
Yeah, I love Jay like everyone else, but
it is the floss.
Yeah,
it is definitely the
but
floss.
there's so many other greats of that time. Like, nigga, I love X.
That X and J battle though. I feel like I wish I was there.
My top shotter though, Esco. But I'm also like Dipset raised me in high school, and it carried with me through adulthood. I love the Diplomats.
You already know them niggas is Ohio boys for real though. They got it in Ohio
and
for
they
real.
was outside, real arm's reach a lot of times. Like I seen all of them from afar.
I was still legit.
Yeah, they used to be outside.
They was here.
Here.
Prevalent.
Yeah, very, very prevalent. Like if you was a bud smoker, like if you probably was smoking some of their bud. Yeah, that purple weed wave, that purple haze shit.
Purple haze.
That was loud before people was calling weed loud.
That was like 2 years after though, probably.
Yeah. So the Diplomat era, that era raised me. I can deny it if I want to. So people was always their verses and all that. But it's like, bro, I get it.
That's commercial shit. We talking about back
lifestyle
then.
though.
Yeah.
Diplomats, they like style, music, culture. They embodied
Fashion,
it all.
bro. That's why Jim Jones is the way he is right now.
Thriving.
Nigga still flossy, bro. Like still fresh.
Thriving. Yeah. So I don't know. Hip hop is. I mean, it's ours. It's a young genre. Y'all had Trig. I know he don't like nobody calling him little bro, nigga. That's a little bro. But I mean, that's our relationship. When I got wisdom to give, I give it. But I mean, that's my dog. So shout out to Trig.
Shout out to Trig.
Shout out to Trig.
That's my dog for real. Trig check on me when I go quiet. So yeah.
I didn't seen that lately.
Yeah, that's my dog. It been heavy on just my camp, but outside my camp, Trig, that's my dog. Yeah.
He stand up.
Stand up.
Stand up, don't fold, bro.
Northside.
True Northside nigga for
True,
real.
I am too. He Joyce, I'm Woodland.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, in that, bro, y'all got any questions for the man?
Nah, man. I'm like he said, man. It's been a pleasure.
It has been, bro.
I'm honored,
I'm thankful. I'm thankful that you took the time out of your day, bro, to come and sit with us and have a conversation with
Thank
us,
you for
man.
your story.
I got
Man,
that turkey
for sure,
sauce
bro.
waiting at the crib.
I'm gonna hold you up, dude.
No, I ain't tripping, bro. I'm honored, bro.
This
is an honor for us, for real.
sure,
I'm not
bro.
even gonna lie,
You
bro.
just
You
never
one of
know
them-
how
you-
people feel, bro, till they tell you.
real talk. And like we said, bro, you just one of them people in the city that
a staple.
You got a buzz, bro, and you have a following. So you doing this whole content thing, bro, it's only a matter of time before it blows because just simply put, bro, because you Jae Wood. Like, bro,
Simply put.
Bro. Like,
Simply
it's going
put.
to pop because you're Jae Wood, bro. Like it's more
And you stay fucking humble, bro. Like
that's the key ingredient right there, bro. You probably one of the most humble people that I've ever met.
I
And
appreciate
knowing
it.
the things that I know about you after this conversation, bro, by far you're the most humble people I've ever met.
I just know your water can get cut off. Ain't no time to be out here just everybody put their pants on same way,
same.
shoes same way,
Bar right there.
brush their teeth the same way. Like, so we'll make you holier. You know,
you just did a thing that I usually ask at the end of the episode is what was like something that you can leave with them, and you just did that, bro. I appreciate you for your time, the stories, the aura. No, bro, you good, bro. You good, bro. That's amazing. I appreciate you.
You did that outro.
Yeah, you already know where we at. We in the whip with your boys, Will, Ryan,
Your boys.
and Jae Wood,
Yours
bro.
truly.
Y'all be good. Peace.
Hey, what's good? It's Jae Wood, and we are finally here. Soul Classics Inglewood, which the Ohio boys have infiltrated, but we are happy to be here. If only you knew what it took to get here. Let's take a look inside and just see what the hype is about. And we're at the heart of it all, the sneaker wall, which I promise we are fully stocked, ready for you to come in, grab what you need. What? We got Dodger Kobe's. You still might get lucky and catch a pair of pearls for the girls. We really have a lot of things that you may or may not be looking for. Look, we got Ama 6s. Cop, right? Special edition Vans. If these were at home in Ohio, they would be gone by now, but book that next day flight, baby. Of course, we got the home team collab. Whatever you need, it's all here, just like it always is, but on the other side. A lot of familiar brands. We got your Pleasures, your Jordan brand, your Nike ACG. We even got some familiar faces up here. Man, this nice LED screen. We even got some brands from back home. Got a little bit of Ohio and Cali. So shout out General Republic. Peep, I just want you to look at this elevated women's space with the mirror situation. We don't want to rush you to buy anything. We want you to take your time. Sit down. Have a seat. Chill. Like, I want you to try it on. See how you feel about it. Walk out, do a little twirl in the mirror, and enjoy your buying experience, right? So as I mentioned, a lot of blood, sweat, frustration, roadblocks went into getting here, but we are here now, excited and very honored to be a part of the Inglewood community. So definitely want to see you at the grand opening. And like I always say, shop Soul Classics.